So this makeup look that I got on my face right now, I hate myself. I hate it. Why is it so hard to open? Oh, I can't open it. Ah! Why won't it open?
Girls, we run this mother. Girls, we run this mother.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. So today I am going to do this makeup look that I've got on my face using only and only affordable makeup products. Yep, all of those products that are friendly for your budget and on your wallet. So a lot of these makeup products that I'm going to be using are drugstore makeup brands. A couple aren't, but they are still affordable. Okay, so this makeup look that I got on my face right now, I would say is for a semi-special occasion, not really a super special occasion. So maybe like a job interview or a function that you need to go to for your office, or even like a special school event, or maybe a date. So I am going to be showing you step by step how I achieve this look only using affordable makeup products. And let's get right into it. Okay, so recently Guardian Singapore went on an online sale and I bought a couple of stuff because it was so affordable. I wanted to take advantage of the sale. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Guardian, Guardian is like Mercury Drug or Watson's in the Philippines. So it's drugstore makeup that I bought. Hence, it's very affordable makeup, definitely something very budget and wallet friendly. And like I said, I bought a couple of stuff. One thing that I bought is a foundation from CATRICE Cosmetics. So CATRICE is a European brand, I believe, and this, I'm going to leave the price below of how much I bought it for, but this is also available in the Philippines. I did my research, so you're definitely going to be able to get your hands on this, and I'm going to type down below exactly where you can get it. So this particular foundation is oil-free, it's mattifying, and I tried it on my hand and it seems like it's got very, very full coverage. So what it says is that it's got long-lasting shine control with light reflecting pigments for a satin, matte, and even complexion. So mattifying shine control, the color that I got for myself is number 20 nude beige. It's supposed to last for 18 hours, and this particular bottle is 30 ml. Usually most foundations will come in a 30 ml bottle. So when I tried that foundation onto my hand, I did discover that it's got a lot of coverage, it's got full coverage. So I'm going to spray on some of CAUDALIE's Grape water onto my sponge before I apply the foundation on my sponge, and the purpose of this is to sheer out the foundation a little bit. So the CAUDALIE Grape water is CAUDALIE's most affordable product. I have the 200 ml one, but if you get the 75 ml bottle, which still lasts you a long time, that is really affordable. Prices are going to be down below. So I sprayed some of the grape water onto my sponge, so my sponge is now wet, and then I put a big drop of the foundation onto the sponge. I believe this drop should probably cover my whole face, or if not half of my face. So I'm going to start here, and this is the first time that I'm actually going to be using this on my face, so I'm going to be giving you my feedback on the foundation as I apply it. Okay, so starting here, and I always buy my foundations one shade lighter than my actual face color, complexion color, because my skin is combination oily. I tend to oxidize a bit, so the foundation does oxidize a bit on me, and I like to look brighter. So as you can see, with the grape water, it's not looking as full. With the grape water, it's not looking as full as when I applied it onto my hand. Without the grape water, it's going to be very, very full coverage and very matte. But because I applied the grape water, you see that there's a radiance, and it definitely sheared out the foundation. Okay, it's actually not bad at all. It came on really easily. That big drop only covered half of my face, so I guess you're going to need 2 drops for the entire face. Okay, so I think it's a little bit buildable, but not that much buildable. So compared to like the other foundations that I use that I buy from Sephora, so like a more expensive foundation, it's not that covering, but it's not cakey. It looks really quite natural. So I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised with the performance of this foundation. I expected it to perform a lot less. I didn't expect it to perform very well because it was so affordable. So I've only done half of my face so that you can see the difference. and I'll go on now to do the other half of my face. Okay, I'm done. If it looks a little bit too white, I'm sorry, because I bought this online. I wasn't able to swatch the color. I didn't go to the store and swatch the color on my hand or anything. I just literally made the best guess at what was my shade, but I think that later on it will oxidize a bit, so it will, I really think that it's gonna get a bit darker, but I'm actually really quite pleasantly surprised with the performance of the foundation. It's just not as covering as I thought that it would be. So if you've got a lot of pigmentation like me, if you want really full coverage, this may not be the foundation for you. But if you like a natural matte and something that's going to make your complexion even and just a simple to use foundation, I think I may have found you the really affordable foundation. Okay, so Catrice Cosmetics, I'm going to leave all of the information down below so that you know where to get yours. Okay, so next up, I am going to apply my concealer, and the concealer that I'm going to use is from the same brand, Catrice Cosmetics. It's their HD Liquid Coverage Concealer, Precision Concealer, which I also bought online, so please God help me that it is the correct shade for me. I also got a discount on this because Guardian was on sale, so it's really affordable already without the sale, but then I got it at a discount, which just made it so much more affordable. Okay, so let us try. Hopefully it's gonna be the correct shade. Just applying a little bit, the sunken area under my eyes right there, that's gonna be yours as well. So usually I will just apply it there and then I'll blend it out with a sponge. So you see the tip of this brush is really quite pointy and very thin, so you can control the amount of the product that you apply. Using the same sponge, damp sponge, to then blend that out just by dabbing motion. It's great when your sponge is damp or wet because that really makes the product adhere to your skin better. Okay, I think it's a good shade. I think it's a good shade for me. It's quite bright and light maybe, but as I said, products usually will tend to oxidize. So in a while, that's gonna blend with the natural oils of my complexion, and I think it's gonna look much better. Yeah, that's good. And guys, this concealer is, hey, I am liking this concealer. It is not cakey at all. It's not thick, it's not too creamy. Yeah, I am liking it, and it's very affordable. So again, like, check out what I typed below if you're interested in these products. But I think I may have found you a really affordable concealer. So next up, I'm gonna set my foundation with a new loose powder that I got also from that Guardian sale. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfecting Loose Powder. I bought mine in the shade medium. So L'Oreal is a very accessible brand. You can get it in your department stores. If you're in the Philippines, it's at the SM department store. It is a little bit more expensive than Catrice, but it's very worth it. It's not on the expensive side, but it's also not on the very cheap side. So I would still say it's quite affordable, and it's a good investment, because L'Oreal is a very trustworthy brand. So setting your foundation is gonna make your foundation last longer. You know, in the countries we live in, it's very hot. So if you're gonna go out, you definitely need to set with powder to avoid your foundation from running. You're gonna do this with a loose and fluffy brush, as I am doing right now. So this is the first time that I'm using that L'Oreal powder. It's okay. Yes, it does the job, and it's quite light as well. It's not too dry, it's not too thick. I think it's a good powder overall. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done one of my eyes. I'm now gonna do the other eye, and for my eye makeup today, I am using yet again another very affordable brand. However, it is not a drugstore brand, and it's only available online. This is one of my favorite affordable makeup brands, and it is COLOURPOP. I'm sure if you're familiar with makeup, if you like makeup, you know COLOURPOP. It is an American brand. It's really good quality for the price that you pay, and you order it online from the US. There is a shipping fee, but it is not that expensive. So to ship to Singapore from the US, the shipping fee is only around $9, $9 US. So if that were in the Philippines, it would be around the same amount, and in pesos, that should be around like 500 pesos. Trust me, that is not a lot to pay for the shipping, considering that the items are really good quality. And what is really great about COLOURPOP is that around like 3 times a year maybe, or even 4 times a year, they have huge sales. So wait for a sale. You can buy palettes, eye makeup palettes, for as cheap as like $8, $9, and they're really, really good. Lipsticks, everything. It's a whole makeup store literally online. They've got everything, liners, and everything is just so affordable, especially when they're on sale. So for my eye makeup today, I used this eyeshadow palette. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's called I Think I Love You. But first I used this base. Okay, so it's an eyeshadow base and it's also from ColourPop. So I have baked under my eye here. I've applied loose powder so that the eyeshadow has somewhere to fall on. And I'm applying this now as the base of my eyeshadow. I'm applying that right there on my eyelid. And if you can see that, that is already quite beautiful. You can just leave that actually if you wanted to. Just leave it, just, you know, keep it at that because it's so beautiful. But it's really creamy, and what it does is that it helps the powder come on stronger, makes the color more vivid, and makes the color last longer as well. So this shade is called Wisp in Supershock Pearlized. And next I'm taking this bronzy color from the palette and I'm gonna apply it directly onto my eyelid. Stopping here, not going all the way. Next, I will get this lighter color in a really nice champagne gold and apply that over the color that I just applied, just to add some dimension. But again, just stopping here in the middle. Next, I'm getting my blending brush and I'm applying the matte brown onto the corner of my eye and just applying it here into the crease and blending it into the first colors. Blending it in and on top like that. So next I'm getting another blending brush, a cleaner one. This is my favorite one. It's from Sigma. It's the blending E25 brush. It's a bit more fluffier and I am going to go over what I just did. Again, erasing any lines of demarcation, making sure the color is seamless and you don't see where it stops or where it ends. Okay, I've gone off camera to apply the liner on top of my upper lash line, and you can use any black pencil eyeliner for that. Better if liquid or gel type so that it lasts longer and it's a more intense black. So now I'm going to line the lower lash of my lash line using the palette. I like to use powder for this instead of pencil sometimes, and I will use a matte dark brown mixed with a bit of this bronzy dark brown. So I'm applying this with a smaller fluffy brush that is pointed. Then I'm gonna go in with the gold color for the inner part under here to add a bit more dimension. And finally, the champagne gold one, the lighter one, just right here at the socket to add a bit of pop. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish my left eye with my lashes. I'm gonna curl my lashes and then I'm gonna apply my mascara. So for this look, I am not doing false lashes because this is a look that you supposedly can do for any occasion, and I don't know, I'm sure you guys don't use false lashes on every occasion. And the affordable mascara that I'm going to use is from Maybelline. So this is my go-to mascara. I find it better than expensive mascaras and it's much, much cheaper. Really works. This particular one that I'm using is Lash Sensational, but every mascara from Maybelline works. And I just want you guys to see what magic transpires with a Maybelline mascara. And I'm saying you can literally use any Maybelline mascara. You don't have to use the one that I'm using right now, and you can get your Maybelline mascaras anywhere as well, drugstore or department store. I don't apply any mascara on my lower lashes because I don't have any lower lashes, but if you do, you should totally do that. It really opens up your eye. Next, I'm gonna do some powder contouring to sculpt my face with also a product from ColourPop. This is their pressed powder face. Why is it so hard to open? Ah! Why won't it open? Okay. This is a very old product. As you will see, it's all used up. Let me see if I can get some more from it. But this is just one of their darker pressed powders. Okay, yes, I got a lot. Just going to sculpt my face. So this powder comes on really well. It's really easy to blend and it's quite light in texture. Okay, so next I'm going to apply some blush onto my cheeks, and this is Milani Cosmetics Baked Powder Blush in the shade called Luminoso. It's 05. Milani is a drugstore brand. I am gonna tell you where you can get it down below. So I apply the blush onto the apple of my cheek, which is the fattest part of my cheek, when I smile like this. Did you see that? So what I love about this blush is that it is a highlighter as well. So it's a highlighting blush, so I don't have to use any highlighter afterwards. I love this. I've had this in my makeup closet for a long time. This is probably expired. Do you see how absolutely illuminating this blush looks? Okay, yes, I'm almost done. Down to the last step, which is the lipstick. And for the lipstick, I am using Sunny's Face. Yeah, I know it ain't drugstore makeup, but don't tell me it ain't affordable. I bought this when it first launched, so now I don't remember how much it is, but maybe it was like 300 plus or 200 plus. To my Indonesian followers, my Malaysian followers, Singaporean followers, Sunny's Face is a local Filipino brand. That belongs to some it girls in the Philippines. Like, they're very famous on social media. And they came out with this really cool and very aesthetic brand called Sunny's Face. So the first launch was with lipsticks, and now I think they've got highlighters, contouring products, and they just recently launched their blushes. So the shade that I'm gonna use is called Baked. Fluff Mate in Baked, and I love this shade because it just looks so natural. It is so easy to wear, and it lights up my face. So these lipsticks, the Fluff Mates, they're all a soft matte. It does not feel drying on the lips at all. You guys, if you're in the Philippines and you haven't tried any of the Fluff Mates, I really recommend that you at least try one because they are really quite good quality. It feels great on the lips. My only criticism or my only feedback would be that after a while it does oxidize, like the color gets darker, but no worries. I mean, you're only paying 200-300 pesos for it, so don't expect it to be absolutely perfect, but in terms of texture and comfort, 100%. Okay guys, that's it. I am done with my full makeup using only affordable makeup product. And now it is time for the fun Filipino word of the day. My fun Filipino word of the day is bachoy. So bachoy means pork. There's actually a Filipino dish. It's soupy and it's got some pork inside, and I think it's got noodles. Maybe not.
It doesn't.
Anyway, it's a porky kind of dish with soup, and it's called bachoy. And you can also use the term bachoy to call anybody cute and fat. So take note that the person has to be really cute if you want to say bachoy. He or she has to be fat and cute. So that is the fun Filipino word of the day, bachoy. And my shout out today goes to Sahara. I love your name. Is that your real name? Anyway, thanks for subscribing to my channel and following me on Instagram. Thank you, and hi Sahara. If you want a shout out on my next video, be sure to be an active subscriber here on YouTube and an active follower on Instagram. Guys, I hope you liked this video. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see from me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube yet, please hit that subscribe button. Please like this video if you liked it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.